Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today, of course, is going to be the maximum temperature that we see of the week, and that is the biggest news in the weather. And I'll go ahead and show you what else that means for today. But we'll start with a look out at Florence. And Florence is getting fogged in pretty bad at the moment. I didn't expect to see this much of the low clouds out on the coast this morning, but it looks like that is indeed the case. They won't stick around long, however. Let's talk about winds in a second here. I'll explain why I thought there wasn't going to be as much, but 52 out there, and of course those winds are calm, so keep that in mind. Moving on from the coast to the basin, 65 out over Roseburg right now, and a little bit of gray in the sky, but still the sun is going to come out very, very strong soon here. Calm winds out there too. Now, moving into Eugene, also totally clear skies at the moment, 56, so it is cooler in Eugene than Roseburg, but again, those calm winds, this is what we're getting at here. So I'll go ahead and show you those winds now. This is going to be the winds at 7 a.m., so coming up in about an hour or so. And what I want you to pay attention to is the direction. So east winds only through the morning though. Now the reason for that is likely due to a thermal trough, which essentially means when we have a hot day or several hot days, you end up with a small pool, essentially, of low pressure that starts to develop under some of the hottest areas directly on the surface. And I believe that's what's happening right about here over the valley. And that's what's causing these east winds to suck in through the morning. Those east winds have kept us warm through the entire evening into the morning as well. But check this out. As we get later into the afternoon, our wind event starts to begin again, and we switch into west winds. Now that is going to be basically the only noticeable thing we'll see for today other than the heat is that next little wind event there that comes in from about 4 to 6 o'clock. It's not very fast, about a 20-mile-an-hour gust, but it is interesting, and that does show those north winds coming back in towards the afternoon to bring us even drier air. So here's our top temperatures for today. Should be close to about 100. Now, depending on those winds I was talking about, we could see return to even higher temperatures, maybe 100 if we see east winds turn back on in the middle of the day, which it doesn't look like they're doing right now. But if that does happen, we'll see these temps boost even higher. Now, moving on from there, basically I want to go ahead and show off that all of the low clouds on the coast are going to be gone by at the latest 12 o'clock. And then from there forward, there's nothing else going on until we get into the evening, which brings us another round of some cloud cover out on the coast. Now, moving on from there, finally, you'll see a little bit of smoke in the upper atmosphere for today. It's just the upper atmosphere, and you'll mostly notice it over the mountains because of, well, those east winds. Plus, of course, the smoke is coming from the fire out towards our east that's not contained yet. Moving into the 7-day forecast, you'll be looking at a mostly sunny day for the whole week ahead here on the coast. A little warmer Saturday at 68, but mostly mid-60s. Umpqua Basin 99 today, back to the low 90s tomorrow, and the 80s by Saturday. Similar looking thing for the Cascades there, from the 80s to the 70s on Saturday, and for the Willamette Valley, 99, maybe 100 today, should be back to 80 by Saturday, and then we'll be a little bit closer to average from Sunday forward.